Greetings, dear friends, and welcome to this day's gathering of wisdom and tales. Have you ever pondered whether we are in the final days of this age? In the sacred texts, we find unmistakable signs heralding the moments that precede the return of Jesus. Today, I shall guide you through 7 significant signs that are manifesting across the globe at this very moment. Behold, these are the last admonitions that may come to your attention if you observe with care. Stay with me through this journey, for it may transform your perspective entirely. Let us begin with the first sign: deception. It seeps into every corner, much like a mist that quietly envelops the world, only to reveal its presence when it becomes too dense to navigate. Individuals are rising up, courageous, assured, and full of charm, proclaiming they possess the solutions. They proclaim they can lead you to a life more fulfilling, a life of authenticity, the very existence you have long sought after. Some don garments of old and proclaim themselves as messengers of the divine. Some don fashionable garments and proclaim themselves as trendsetters, lifestyle sages, or wise guides of thought. They appear before your eyes, on the screen of your television, within the grasp of your phone, and woven into the tapestry of your social feeds. They proclaim joy. Purchase this item, adhere to this practice, become part of this cause, and at last, you shall find completeness. But here's the twist. Too frequently, it's a falsehood. A gleaming, refined tale, crafted with great care and presented with flair. Contemplate this, if you will. Take a moment to peruse the collection of applications at your fingertips. What do you behold? Behold, a miracle diet is being offered, promising to resolve all your troubles. Another speaks of a comforting doctrine. Embrace your own path, they proclaim, free from constraints, without remorse. Then there's the man with the loud voice, proclaiming he possesses heavenly truths that remain hidden from all others. They have a multitude of followers, thousands, even millions, who hang on their every word. It is truly captivating. With voices that resonate like a joyful chorus, smiles that shine like the morning sun, and a confidence that draws others near, they embody a spirit that captivates all who encounter them. But uncover the depths. What lies beneath? Desolation. Oh, how easily we find ourselves led astray by the many diversions that surround us. A path that meanders into the unknown. They guide you away from true peace and genuine purpose. They draw you away from it, one smooth tale at a time. Jesus foresaw this moment. He gave us a solemn warning. He spoke of many who would arrive in his name, distorting the truth and leading the people astray. Not merely a handful of dubious figures, but an overwhelming tide of them. And it may not always be clear. That is the daunting aspect. These deceivers often wear the guise of the unsuspecting, not always appearing as the wicked ones they truly are. They possess a delightful allure. They resonate with us. They possess the art of captivating words that draw you in. Have you ever been captivated by something that seemed almost too wonderful to believe? A swift remedy, a path to happiness. Indeed, I have. Indeed, we all share in this experience. That is the way they play. They take advantage of our aspirations, our anxieties, our deep yearning for something greater. In a world yearning for purpose, they offer feasts that seem delightful, pleasing to the senses, yet ultimately leave the soul unsatisfied. Observe the world around you this day. The proof stands clear for all to see. Whole movements spring forth in an instant, founded on pledges that fall apart when examined closely. Leaders, whether of faith or otherwise, weave narratives of redemption through riches, renown, and self-adoration. The masses eagerly embrace these stories. We find ourselves overwhelmed by it. Beware the alluring whispers of clickbait headlines, viral trends, and endless advertisements, all proclaiming a singular truth. This is the path you must follow. Yet Jesus proclaimed it boldly. This wave of falsehoods is not without purpose. Lo and behold, a sign has appeared, a bright, shimmering beacon of light. In these final days, the deceivers are increasing in number. So, I ask you this, are your eyes opened to it as well? For when your eyes are opened, the vision remains forever etched in your heart. Now, let us embark on the journey to explore the second sign, war, strife, in the midst of turmoil. Jesus spoke with clarity and conviction on this matter. He gazed upon his disciples and proclaimed, "You will hear of wars and whispers of wars. Fear not, for it is on its way." And lo, here we stand, generations later, embodying the tale. Behold, take hold of your device. Peruse the latest tidings. What strikes your heart first? A missile strike from a land far away, echoing through the skies. A conflict over boundaries igniting once more. Voices of authority echoing dire warnings through the airwaves. It's not merely far-off news stories, my friends. It's the palpable tension that hangs in the air, the unease that subtly weaves its way into conversations. The world stands on the brink, with a spark igniting the tension that surrounds us. Contemplate this, if you will. We are no longer speaking of isolated skirmishes. It is a tapestry of turmoil, woven through distant lands. In one corner, behold the nations as they clash over land, resources, and the pursuit of power. Armored vehicles traverse the streets, shrouded in clouds of dust. Families embark on their journey, clutching the few belongings they can bear. In another realm, the silence is profound, yet the danger looms just as large. Cyber attacks extinguishing power, whispers of uncertainty echoing about what may come next. Even in the serene corners of our world, true rest often eludes us. Voices rise in fervent demonstration. Conflicting beliefs clash. Individuals choose their paths, establish boundaries, and stand firm in their convictions. In the great tapestry of existence, conflict arises in myriad ways, some thunderous and bold, others whispering in the shadows, manifesting in both body and spirit. Jesus foresaw the events that were to unfold. He understood that we could never escape this fate. Reflect upon the annals of time. Great conflicts left deep marks upon the land. A multitude perished, and behold, the cities lay in ruins, consumed by flames and turned to ash. We made a solemn vow to gain wisdom. In a moment of unity, agreements were forged, hands clasped in fellowship, and vows exchanged with sincerity. But did it come to a halt? Indeed not. As the ink settled on the parchment, fresh conflicts erupted anew. Frigid conflicts, conflicts fought through intermediaries, fear sweeping across the marketplaces and the halls of learning. Today unfolds just like any other day. Turn on the television and behold the analysts as they engage in fervent debate, casting blame and speculating on the next strike's destination. In the midst of turmoil, voices rise in fervent cries, lamenting invasions, sanctions, and the thirst for retribution. It is a cycle that seems unending. The rhythm of the drum grows ever more intense, and the sacred text reveals that it is not by chance. Behold, a sign has appeared, a signpost guiding the way to the conclusion. But here is where the story unfolds. It is more than mere soldiers and the sound of bombs. It is profound. Within us, a battle rages on. Families divided by the tides of political discourse. Friends drift apart over a solitary message. In every corner, it seems to be a tale of us against them. that fiery emotion bubbling within you as you encounter the latest injustice. It's all part of the journey. The struggle is not only in the world beyond, it also rages within our hearts. Jesus referred to it as rumors of wars for a purpose. Even when the clamor of battle fades, the shadow of danger remains. The seeds of mistrust take root and grow. We find ourselves in a state of anticipation, poised for the next moment of illumination. And behold, that is the essence of the matter. This is not a peace that comes with occasional disturbances. Amidst the tumult, there are moments of pause. And thus, we find ourselves pondering the path ahead. Behold, a world in disarray. That's where we find ourselves. The strife and separation, it's not a mere error in our journey. It is the narrative unfolding before us. In the words of Jesus, these shall be the birth pains, the groans that precede the great moment to come. In every clash and every whisper, a message resounds. The hourglass is nearly empty. The final days are not a distant dream waiting to unfold. They are present now. It stirs within you. I sense it deeply. The inquiry before us is this: how shall we proceed with it? Now let us take a moment to pause and reflect. Imagine a scene, a vibrant world where individuals are engaged in their daily pursuits, laboring, sharing joy, envisioning futures, when, in an instant, the course of life shifts dramatically. That is the moment our Lord spoke of, his glorious return. Since the moment he triumphed over death, we have been living in the final days. That's not just what I think. It comes directly from the sacred text. But behold, here is where the tale takes a thrilling turn. These signs we witness, deception weaving its way into every nook and cranny, wars breaking out like fierce flames, are not mere happenstance. Voices raised in fervor, they call out to us. They are sharing with us that his return is not a far-off fable. It is near at hand, nearer than you may realize. Picture yourself embarking on a grand journey down the open road. After many hours on the road, the signs begin to appear, guiding your journey forward. Behold, just 10 miles remain until you reach your promised land. And then, there were 5. And so it came to pass, one day. As your journey unfolds, a thrill courses through you, for you sense that the destination is within reach. And so, here we find ourselves in this moment. Behold, the signs are gathering together. Every falsehood that reaches your ears, every discord that unfolds before your eyes, it serves as a signpost on the journey. In his own words, the Savior foretold that the final days would unfold in such a manner. Yet, his journey did not end there. He shared with us that the precise moment remains a mystery. Neither I nor you, nor even the most polished orator on television, can claim to know. It's a tale shrouded in hope. And what of that enigma? It is truly exhilarating. Contemplate this, if you will. We find ourselves in a hidden countdown, a ticking clock that remains unseen by the eyes of the world. Time flows like a river, yet the hourglass holds no grains to measure its passage. It may come to pass tomorrow. It may very well be this very night, or it may be many seasons hence. That uncertainty, it crackles with energy. It is not intended to drive you into the shadows. Its purpose is to rouse your spirit, to inspire you to pause and reflect. Am I prepared? For when the Lord returns, it shall not be with a gentle chime or a courteous rap upon the door. It shall come upon you in an instant, as a flash of brilliance cleaves the heavens. In a fleeting moment, the world continues its eternal dance, spinning as it always does. Then, in an instant, all is turned on its head. What shall we make of this then? We do not linger in uncertainty or gaze aimlessly at the heavens. We dwell in the light of existence. We delve into faith as if it were the very breath of life. We walk in the footsteps of Jesus, embracing love for one another, upholding truth, and clinging to hope with unwavering hearts. For here lies the truth. Readiness does not hinge on possessing every answer. It's about understanding the arrival of those who approach. This is not merely a whimsical twist of fate. It's a tale with a conclusion we can rely upon. In a world where chaos reigns and hearts are heavy, we find ourselves in the midst of a grand narrative unfolding before our very eyes. The true revelation lies within him. Can you sense the weight of the moment around us? That feeling of unease. What you perceive is indeed true. Lo, the world is in anguish, yearning with anticipation. Each day we encounter these signs. They serve as gentle reminders, a gentle murmur. Prepare yourself. He is close at hand. Not in a manner that leaves us immobilized, but in a way that ignites a fervent flame within us. Let us not drift through this journey. Let us embrace life with our eyes wide open and our hearts unwavering. For when that day arrives, it shall be a moment of great worth. Now, let us embark on a journey into something truly chilling. And so, we come to the fourth sign. Beware of those who speak with deceitful tongues. They are not merely a footnote in the sacred text. They serve as a vivid and urgent warning. Envision this scene. Behold, a man ascends the stage, ready to share his tale. The lights begin to fade into darkness. The gathered assembly draws closer, eager to hear the unfolding tale. He possesses a gentle smile and a soothing voice. He offers you tranquility, abundance, and a meaningful path. Simply walk in his footsteps. It resonates well, doesn't it? But lo, here comes the twist. Behind the allure, there lies a void. There exists no genuine truth. There is no true strength. Merely hollow phrases adorned in an appealing guise. These are not the exaggerated villains with twirling mustaches. Indeed not. They possess a certain smoothness. They weave seamlessly into the fabric around them. And lo, they are found in every corner. Jesus foresaw this moment. He spoke with clarity, as if the truth were shining bright before us. In those days, many would arise, proclaiming to be his voice, yet they would guide the hearts of the people down the wrong path. Ponder that for a moment. These are not strangers casting stones at belief. Within the sacred walls, they don their robes, reciting the cherished verses. They are the ones you would least expect. Perhaps it is a charismatic figure soaring through the skies, proclaiming that divine favor is synonymous with wealth. Or a guide in the digital realm, sharing uplifting wisdom that resonates without any hidden agendas. They possess an appearance that is reverent, refined, and flawless. But uncover the depths. What is absent from our midst? The essence of it all. In the midst of the land, there walked a man named Jesus. His might, his invitation to leave behind the chaos we've created and embrace something genuine. This has been known for some time. Throughout the ages, many have come and gone. But behold, what of the present moment? Behold, a great deluge has come upon the land. They are increasing in number, much like shadows that stretch and deepen as the sun sets. What is the reason behind this? For there is a deep yearning within the hearts of many. In our time of need, we seek the wisdom that can guide us through the darkness. In the journey of life, challenges arise, debts accumulate, aspirations dim, and the world rushes by with relentless speed. Thus, when a shortcut is presented, we eagerly take the bait. It is often said, "Fear not the challenges that lie ahead." There is no requirement to confront your imperfections. Hearken unto my words, and all shall be well. It is a faith that brings solace, a belief that lacks passion. They weave around the profound realities, turning away from sin, the cost of devotion, the gravity of Christ's sacrifice. Instead, they present a diluted interpretation. Behold, a delightful confection of spun sugar, light and airy, reminiscent of sweet dreams and joyous fares. Delightful for a fleeting instant, yet it fades away into emptiness. Behold your surroundings. Lo and behold, you have witnessed them. The shepherd who leads with the heart of a servant, not just the mind of a manager. The wise one, adored by countless souls, sharing the message of embracing oneself rather than yielding. They grace our screens, fill our pulpits, and captivate readers in best-selling tomes. The masses embrace it, for it is simple and accessible. It is a truth seldom welcomed to the ears, for who among us desires to confront the notion of being shattered? No soul desires a reflection cast before them. Ah, but therein lies the twist. Without that reflection, you find yourself at a standstill. These deceivers do not liberate you. They bind you in shackles. They offer the illusion of life, yet it remains but a fleeting vision. In the sacred scriptures, a warning was given to us. They shall appear as messengers of brilliance. They shall resonate with a sacred essence. Yet, what of their fruit? Desolate. No transformation. Not a single soul can be transformed by mere power. What shall we do, my friends? We remain vigilant and prepared. We examine each word in the light of the true essence, Jesus' teachings. Beware of the allure that surrounds you. Do not pursue the path of least resistance. For behold this sign, this emergence of empty voices. It resounds with great volume. It is flourishing. And behold, it is a sign that time is fleeting. Lo, the very fabric of society is unraveling before our eyes. Behold, that is the next sign. Individuals are transforming, not in a positive direction. In the pages of 2 Timothy, the foresight was evident. It foretold that in the final days, mankind would embark on a profound shift. Selfishness would soar to new heights. Greed would seize its hold. Compassion, the kind exemplified by Jesus, would begin to fade away. Does that ring a bell? For as I gaze upon the world, it seems to affirm those words as truth with each passing day. This is not merely a troubling time. Behold, a slide shrouded in shadows, deep and dark, inviting the brave to descend into its mysterious depths. And it draws us all together. Contemplate this, if you will. Peruse the contents of your device. What do you behold? Individuals consumed by their own reflections. Images of oneself pour forth in abundance across every timeline. Captions call out, "Behold me, honor me, grant me abundance." In these times, merely living in silence is no longer sufficient. Nay, the focus has shifted to the pursuit of likes, followers, and the allure of clout. Each soul is in pursuit of their own moment of glory. As the crowd grows, so too does the joy they experience. But what lies beneath it? Desolation, a yearning that remains unquenched. It is written that we would come to cherish ourselves above all else. Make sure to mark that box. It's not merely a passing fad. It's a divine revelation unfolding before our very eyes. And lo, there exists the greed. In this world, it seems that wealth holds dominion over all. Individuals seek not merely sufficiency, but the fullness of abundance. Grand abodes, gleaming chariots, and bountiful treasures to display. Behold the headlines that have captured your attention. While the leaders of industry gather riches beyond measure, the diligent hands of the workers toil and struggle to make ends meet. In a world filled with relentless messages, we hear the constant call. You must have this, acquire that, stay in the race. It is a journey without an end in sight. And for what purpose? A momentary excitement? In his teachings, Jesus illuminated a path of generosity, compassion, and uplifting those in need. But today, that seems like a tale from long ago. Instead, we gather and keep close. We engage in a contest. We tread upon others in our quest for advancement. That is not the path forward. Behold, a warning sign shines bright in crimson hue. Even love, it seems, is waning. Not the superficial trending type. True love, the kind that gives selflessly, that nurtures, that recognizes the unfamiliar as a friend. Families may find themselves divided over trivial disputes. One harsh word spoken, a grudge held close, and before you know it, years slip away in silence. In the bustling street, individuals hurriedly pass by, their gazes fixed downward, lost in the melodies of their earbuds. Alas, the weary soul in pain often finds themselves overlooked by the world around them. Amidst the hustle and bustle, the soft whispers of sorrow go unheard. In this fast-paced life, we often find ourselves consumed by our own concerns, too preoccupied to notice the world around us. In the words of 2 Timothy, it is foretold that our hearts would grow cold without love. And lo, we find ourselves demonstrating it with each averted gaze, each self-serving decision. This is part of a greater plan. It is not merely the world facing trials and tribulations. It is profound. The foundation of our values, once steadfast, is now crumbling beneath us. The virtues that once united us, truthfulness, compassion, and modesty, are now ridiculed, deemed feeble, in need of renewal. Individuals rejoice in the toil, the relentless effort, the self-centered approach. Yet, one must ponder the price to be paid. Our essence is slipping away, piece by piece. And lo, the most fearsome aspect, many remain unaware of it. They believe this is the way things ought to be. Advancement, liberty. Yet, it is not so. It is precisely as it was prophesied, a realm that has forsaken the essence of what truly holds significance, a sign that the hourglass is nearly empty. And so, dear friends, we find ourselves pondering the path ahead, contemplating the journey that lies before us, gazing into a reflection we hesitate to confront. This decline, it is indeed a reality. It resounds with a mighty clamor. It draws us in more deeply with each passing day. But behold the challenge that lies before you. Take a moment to observe your surroundings. Perceive it in its true essence, a divine sign, not merely of downfall, but of a greater event on the horizon. What of the earth itself? Gather round, for there are tales of calamities that besiege us from all sides, stories that demand our attention. The earth trembles with quakes so mighty that they bring down entire cities in mere moments. Across the lands, famines sweep through, leaving behind empty plates and hollow eyes that gaze upon us in despair. Diseases, pestilences, as it is written, sweep through like silent thieves, stealing lives before we can catch our breath. These are not mere headlines. They are cries echoing from a world in turmoil, unraveling before our very eyes. And if you lend your ear, a great message unfolds before us, a force that cannot be contained. Jesus referred to these as the signs of the beginning of the end. Let us delve into that together. For this is not mere randomness, it is a message, and it resounds more powerfully than ever before. Envision this scene. As you journey through the digital realm of your device, it appears once more before your eyes. Once more, the earth trembles, this time in a land you may not know well. Structures fall apart as if crafted from mere grains of earth. In a moment of chaos, souls dash, voices rise in fear, and hearts grasp at the remnants of hope. Or perhaps it is a time of drought. Fields that once nourished countless souls now lie parched beneath an unyielding sun. Parents behold their children in want, feeling the weight of helplessness upon their hearts. And lo, there comes the affliction. Behold, a new virus emerges, swiftly spreading across the lands, bringing nations to their knees. Hospitals are filled to the brim. Fear takes hold of all hearts. Lo and behold, you have witnessed it. It is a sight familiar to us all. Waters rise and engulf the coastal villages. Behold, the hurricanes sweep in with a mighty roar, scattering destruction in their wake. In the midst of nature's fury, wildfires consume the forests, transforming vibrant trees into mere whispers of smoke, thick as a shroud, obscuring the heavens above. It is unyielding, one after another, as if the very ground beneath us is lamenting, urging us to heed its call. Foretold in the sacred texts, this event was anticipated. Jesus gathered his disciples around him and spoke clearly, sharing his message with them. He proclaimed, "Before my return, you shall witness these events: shaking of the ground in unexpected realms, famine that challenges even the mightiest of spirits, afflictions that serve as a poignant reminder of our vulnerability." He spoke plainly and truthfully. He referred to them as birth pains for a purpose. Consider that for a moment. As the time approaches for a mother to bring forth new life, the initial pangs of labor begin gently, gradually intensifying with each passing moment. It grows more intense, drawing near, overwhelming, until at last a new beginning emerges. Behold, that is what unfolds in this moment. The earth is in anguish, writhing in pain and suffering. Every calamity is but a tightening of the fabric of life. Each tremor serves as a divine signal. A new creation is on the verge of coming into existence, a timeless essence, salvation, his glorious return. Yet, it is not merely ruin for the sake of ruin. Number. These are not mere coincidences. They serve as reminders to awaken our spirits. Consider the journey of the past few years. Tempests are intensifying, shattering records we once believed unbreakable. Heat waves of such ferocity that they turn roads to liquid. Rivers that once danced through the land for countless generations now find themselves parched and still. Scholars seek understanding, yet the sacred text has been revealing this wisdom from the very beginning. The harmony of creation is in a state of anticipation, anticipating the arrival of its creator. And for those who have faith, there exists another perspective. It's not merely despair, it is the promise of brighter days ahead. Jesus proclaimed that when you witness these signs, you should raise your head high. Do not shrink back. Persevere and hold fast to hope. Deliverance is on the way. So the next time you hear of a great wave rising or see the smoke darkening the sky, do not merely turn away. It is a manifestation beyond the mere workings of nature. It is but a chapter in the grand narrative. A raucous, chaotic, earth-shattering tale unfolds. The world is indeed fractured, without a doubt. Yet, it shall not remain as it is. These calamities, they are eagerly anticipating a moment of great significance. Something greater awaits. Wait a moment. Lift your gaze. He is nearer to you than you may realize. At last, we must delve into the impact of the adversary. This is not merely a fable or a tale from long ago. In the sacred text, he is referred to as the ruler of this realm, and his existence is undeniable. He possesses great cunning. He is unwavering in his pursuit. His entire endeavor is to shroud the eyes of the people. preventing them from perceiving the truth that holds the power to liberate them. How does he accomplish such feats? He does not always appear with the traditional symbols of malevolence. Nay, he possesses greater wisdom than that. He weaves himself into the fabric of daily life. He spins his deceptions into the very fabric of our lives, entwining them with the things we hold, behold, and pursue. Behold the world that surrounds you. The world turns with haste, and he guides the course from behind the veil. Reflect on the forces that propel us forward in this day and age. Wealth. It is found in every corner. In the midst of your daily scroll, there lies a cacophony of advertisements beckoning you. Purchase this vehicle, seize that device, enhance your existence. It is said that joy can be found with but a single acquisition. And then, lo and behold, you receive it. And what unfolds before you? The excitement wanes. Once again, you find yourself at the beginning, yearning for the next glimmering treasure. Behold, that is his snare. He has souls tirelessly sprinting on this unending path, pursuing riches, believing it will satisfy the emptiness within. It shall not. It truly never does. Yet, he places his trust in your oversight. Next, we encounter the matter of immorality. He has transformed the world into a wondrous realm where all things are possible. Engage with the tale, explore the pages of an app. It's all within reach. Individuals parade their once hidden truths, proclaiming it as liberation. He gently encourages, embrace your own path, pursue what brings you joy, cast aside constraints, and let go of remorse. Yet those choices accumulate over time. They bear marks that tell a story. Connections may falter. Trust diminishes. In the stillness, a void begins to settle. He remains indifferent to the ruins left behind. He seeks to keep you so preoccupied that your gaze remains downward, ensnared in shadows, unable to behold the brilliance above. It unfolds gradually, and he is truly skilled in this art. Power stands as yet another instrument in his divine toolkit. He ignites conflicts, indeed, yet also stirs the silent struggles, the deep yearning to be acknowledged, to rise above, to triumph. Peruse the scrolls of social media. It is a clash of spirits. Individuals striving to undermine one another for fleeting approval, desperately ascending an unseen hierarchy. He stands by, encouraging it to unfold. He delights in the separation. He flourishes in the moments we become consumed by our own desires, when we elevate ourselves by disregarding those around us. It is his tumult, his mark upon a realm that has lost the way to support one another. But behold, the unexpected unfolds. He does not emerge victorious. He speaks with great volume and flair, captivating all who listen, yet he is not the master of his own fate. The Almighty exists. From the beginning and unto eternity, it remains steadfast. Indeed, the adversary possesses cunning schemes. He possesses great influence. He has the entire world moving to his rhythm. Yet, there is a mightier force guiding the course of events. In the midst of this turmoil, a choice lies before us. We may be tempted to pursue falsehoods, seeking wealth, excitement, and dominion. Or we can choose to pause. We can see beyond the illusions and deceptions. Keep your eyes on the Savior. He is the steadfast foundation, the undeniable truth, the path to freedom. In this tumultuous world, the adversary is rousing the tempestuous seas. Yet, what of Jesus? He brings peace to their hearts, in every instance. Pray tell, where do you find yourself in this moment? Are you ensnared in the flow, carried away by his design? Or are you steadfast, gazing upon the truth that endures? The weight of the adversary's presence is profound. It encompasses the entire world. It is a matter of the heart. Yet this tale does not conclude here. The Lord remains in control. Hope for redemption is on the horizon. Resist the temptations that seek to lead you astray. Remain vigilant, remain steadfast, for in this tumultuous and fractured realm, that is the way to remain steadfast. We have witnessed 7 signs unfolding: deception, war, the return of the Savior, false prophets, moral decay, natural disasters, and the presence of demonic influence. Each of these is manifesting before us in this very moment. What are your reflections on these signs? We invite you to share your insights in the comments below and join our community by subscribing to the channel, ensuring you stay connected with our upcoming stories. Regardless of the trials and tribulations that may arise in the world, hold fast to the truth that hope endures, and it is found in Jesus. Until we meet again in the next video,